today's dinner, late lunch dinner, I'm going to make Japanese style curry beef. I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 large onion. I have 2 medium to small carrots, 3 potatoes. It's about 1 pound of potatoes, and an entire box. This box is 7.8 ounces, 220 gram box of mild golden curry. This is my favorite. Actually, this is something that my Japanese neighbor, family friend made all the time when I used to babysit her daughters. I loved it, so I like to make it now. So anyways, I'm going to prep everything, and then I'll be back when everything's chopped and ready to start cooking on the stovetop. So here are my chopped veggies, onion. I just roughly chopped them into like medium small cubes. The same for the carrot, kind of small chunks. I sliced the onion. You can dice, slice, chop, however you want to do the onions. I slice them because if my son doesn't want it, it's easier for him to pick out. And I'm going to show you. I'm using this entire box. And before you use it, you want to kind of break it in the package. And then when you open it, by the way, shout out to my cousin. She actually called me like a week or so ago and asked me how to make this. So here you go, Claire. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's like this block of paste that's kind of like a hard block. It smells so good. And I'm going to be using both blocks. Okay, let's start cooking this. Okay, so my lights just came back on, but we'll probably only have power for an hour. We're charging stuff, and I have a little bit of light that I can use. But what I was using, just to show you guys, this is a battery powered, little light source. And if the lights go out, I'll go back to using this. Okay, so I'm preheating my pot over a medium heat. I want that to preheat first. I like to add some cooking oil to the bottom. And I'm going to start by sauteing my potatoes and carrots. Those take the longest to cook, by the way. Pinch of salt, some pepper. Give it a stir and saute for 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been sauteing for about 10 minutes, going in with the onion. And I'm just going to continue sauteing. And I am going to add a pinch of salt just to help sweat them out. I'm going to let this continue cooking for another 5 minutes, just until the onions saute and get tender. So I want to do this one pot situation here. You could probably remove this to make more room in the pan. I'm not. I'm just going to add it to one side of the pot and start breaking it apart, sauteing and cooking. I do this all the time and it works. I know it's not the best looking situation here, but it'll work. So just break it apart and then just add the next pack. This is 2 pounds ground beef going in, and I'm just going to keep doing this. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe, I don't know, maybe less. I have a medium heat right now over my largest burner, and just work it in on one side of the pot, break it apart, and saute. And I like to season as I go, so just add some salt and cracked black pepper. By the way, the curry paste or the blocks of curry for this does come with salt and sodium, so you really don't have to season everything with tons of salt, but I do like to just season a little bit or add salt and pepper. Okay, so I'll be back when this is all sauteed and mixed together. Okay, so here's what I have so far. See? I told you it'd work. Okay, so now I'm going in with my curry. By the way, this comes in mild, medium, and hot. I always go for mild, but medium is really good too. I can do medium as well. The hot, for me, not so much, but you might like it. So I'm just gonna stir this in, and it basically what these blocks do is it kind of melts and starts to soften. So I'm gonna work this in. Okay, so there's still chunks that need to dissolve, but it's mixed pretty well. Now I'm going to add 5 cups of water. Give that a mix. See, as you can see, it still needs to dissolve. I'm just going to keep mixing this until I see that it's dissolved well enough. Okay, so real quick, I like to add another cup of water, and I'll tell you why. Because as soon as I made this, I go, that's right. Following the package instructions calls for 5 cups of water, but this extra cup will give the curry time for the potatoes and carrots to cook. If it's too thick and it's simmering, the potatoes and carrots do not cook through and it just takes forever. So I added an extra cup of water. So in all, 6 cups of water. And you may find that if you add more potatoes, you might need more water. You're cooking this and simmering this until the potatoes and carrots are done, basically. Okay, let's try this again. Bring it up to simmer, cover with a lid, over a low simmer, just let it cook until the potatoes are done. What do you think, Bo? It's snowing. Yeah, it's very cold.
Let's play with the snow.
Hi. Alright, this is my mission.
Why?
I'm gonna get mail out there.
I doubt there. Oh, we haven't checked the mail in a day or so, so it's probably there.
Good luck.
It looks like a
Yeah.
decoration. Snowball.
Bo, pizza shoes. Good job. Here go kids. Sit by the fireplace, it's warm. So here's what it looks like when it's done. My potatoes and carrots are fork tender. This has simmered close to 20 minutes. But this is a very easy way to feed a lot of people. This amount of beef curry will definitely feed my family well over 2 days with just a big pot of rice that I made yesterday. So that's what we're having. And here's what we're having for lunch, dinner, and maybe breakfast tomorrow. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.